adventures, we had gotten to the cave and we killed a lot of people. We managed to sneak into a room, but then got assaulted by a wizard, witch, whatever you want to call her, Frula Mondath, who did some pretty decent spells. And then only because I enjoy this as part of the recap. Acer fell 30 feet because he was trying to do flanking, and I thought it was funny.
Har.
To be fair, though, the hole was already there before you got there. I didn't just make it up, but
I
it was really funny.
I totally believe you. Wink, wink.
Right? You're like, sure, that happened. So, anyways, but then we managed to deal enough damage to Furlam that she ended up escaping. And she went down the hallway where Acer had just climbed up after a little bit. During this encounter, we managed to find out a couple of new revelations that we hadn't seen before. Was From's Rage IC elemental form, which was really awesome, and we have ironed out the kinks for that, so that's even better. And Bumpy managed to also like knock off this spell that Furlum did whenever she wanted to start the competition, the fight that told him to kill something. So with that and with that whole recap, uh, we begin here when Furlam has escaped. We have lost sight of her. I believe we can't see her. Um, and yeah, where do we want to go? What do we want to do?
So is she leading us into a trap, gentlemen, down this hole, and we have no choice but to follow her? Is that kind of what this is?
That's likely. I did see some guys down there, but I don't think that they saw me at the time. But since she's escaped before us, then they're definitely going to be ready for us.
Yeah, but if we leave, I mean, they're just going to chase after us. So inevitably,
Yeah.
we're going to have to confront this situation. So
I think the question here is how's everybody doing? Like above table, this is Greg would say how's everybody feeling? But above table is how's everybody HP looking? I think that's the biggest question
Yeah,
here.
I'm
I'm
only missing one right now.
yeah, I'm hurting, but I mean, we're in a hostile environment, so it's not like we can do a long rest to recover either.
Uh,
No, that is true.
We had some healing potions. I think we have one healing potion apiece. Is that right?
I believe so.
I might have already used mine. Let me check.
I think you and Gray
Yeah.
already used y'all's because y'all got you fell and then Gray yeah, Gray already used his. I can see that on the chat.
At risk
And
of, just batting 1,000 here, maybe we search this magical lady's magical room and find magical potions that magical heal magically. Who knows?
So, but if we magically search for magical heals, can she magically escape and we don't get to magically cut her head off?
I don't think we spend too long searching this room. And, if we don't think that there's anything in here, we'll do a quick perusal. And, like, I don't think that she'd be hiding potions of healing in, like, secret compartment caches or whatever. But also, if it's not a good idea, then we could just book it after
well,
her.
and to be fair to that not to that particular situation, when we were looking before we got ambushed. We one got interrupted by the ambush, and then we were looking more like the like documents and information on these people. We didn't like look for other stuff, right? So if you'll want to use a round or two to look for that, which means 12 seconds, you get one or two rolls of investigation. And I'm okay with that. It's up to y'all.
Oh, yeah, 12 seconds is not really going to give her much more of a head start than she's already got. She's already got a head start. There's nothing we can do about that. I feel like if we go in there and half of us are half HP, it might not be great because she does seem pretty powerful.
And I'm
Yeah,
not.
I mean, if there's a possibility for us to recover something, then for just a few minutes, then I'm fine with that.
All right,
Hey,
man. I'm cool. Yeah.
hey, Gray, wink, wink. Do you think there might be potions of healing in here since our party's so light on healing?
We can tell you what, we can all look for if everybody wants to roll an investigation, we will do a joint group.
I rolled 16. Go
Oh
me.
God.
The brute
Oh,
outrose everybody else except for the DM.
no, you roll better than Gray did. Hold on, I'll reveal it to everybody. It goes right there. Hmm. All right, Crom, roll 1d4. You find one potion of healing,
Nice.
like of regular healing, and you find one potion of greater healing. So that is a 1d, like a 2d4 plus 2 for the regular one. And then I think the greater restoration or the greater healing is, I think either greater, hold on. Oh, Merlin, potion of greater healing. This is not the droids we're looking for, Merlin. Okay. 44 plus 4. So you have one of 2d4 plus 2, and then one of 44 plus 4.
Isn't 44 plus 4 just 48?
I don't know. Sure. Do you want to roll?
For
No. No, because then it gives you
for
a higher ceiling.
So what's the greater healing again?
Oh no, Wes
44
was telling
plus.
a joke and it was hilarious.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's 40. Oh, 44 plus.
44.
Okay. I see. I see.
Oh, 40,
Sorry.
Sorry.
4d4 plus 8.
Plus 4. Let me see if I can find them. I may actually have them.
You could probably just drop them into someone's inventory if that'll be easier.
Oh, yeah, that is true. How's everybody doing, by the way?
Oh, pretty
I'm a
good.
little over half, which is half of 24. So I'm at 14 out of 24.
Okay, so you're at 14. Gray is at 8. Crom is at 17,
Oh, hit
and
points?
Bumpy's at 27. Yeah, hit point.
Well, y'all want my healing potion real quick, man? I'll just give it to one of y'all. Y'all can down that fucker. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm at half. I'm 17 to 35 is where I'm at.
Okay, so first round we found the potions. Second round, Crom, Gray is going to say this. Crom, you take the greater restoration because you're the beefiest of them of us. And then we can split the other potions. Gray will probably take one.
And I'll take one. I guess I'll take Anthony's if he's, or Bumpy's if he's fine with that.
Yeah, here, there's a healing potion. I'm X-naying it out of my thing right now, so you got another healing potion, bro.
Okay, I'm going to take that and then immediately use it.
Cool.
Okay, and then Gray's taking. Did somebody give one to Gray.
I think you got the one that we found, right? So you
That's
got
fine.
the minor one that we found, Crom got the bigger one, and then Bumpy is helping out a drow. A half drow, sorry.
Yeah, only half. I'm
You're
helping out the
only,
human half.
yeah, half helping, right?
Yep,
No.
I
Yep.
like it. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm doing something, and we'll go from there. We're gonna up. Oh gosh. Okay, that was
Oh,
not me. That was somebody else. Cool.
I just did max.
Oh,
That was
nice.
really well done, Sarah.
I am back up to full. Thank you.
Yeah, well done. Well, I
Okay.
can't have you dying on me now.
Lass. Sorry.
Wow.
Laddie.
Just because I'm very
Oh, laddie.
beautiful doesn't mean that I'm a woman, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
You're like
that
a
would have been
beautiful
that.
man.
All right, and then Gray, y'all said he was gonna get one, right?
Yeah, the one that we found.
Let me do that real quick. All right. With that, we can already start going to the next thing that we want to do.
Okay, so I just need to roll 4 die 4 or.
Yeah, 44 plus 4. Let me add it to your inventory so you can just do it with the easy
Gotcha.
Okay, if you go to your inventory, you'll have a potion of greater restoration, I believe.
Okay, I
And
see.
yep. Oh, I did not roll as great as as great as what is it? Acer did.
Acer,
Yep.
are you bringing your bad jujus in from our real life game?
Hey,
In
use your
person
dice.
game? I should have warned you. Yeah. There's a reason those dice aren't my main dice.
Yeah. And then Crom, so that means you get 16 back. So that puts you at 33. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. That was 2 rounds of combat.
I
So,
think
12 seconds. So, and I think I got to do everything I needed to do.
should we follow her down the hole, or
Yeah, follow it down the Hoard.
the next question is who wants to go first because you're likely to meet.
Well, I've got an idea. I'm gonna cast a minor illusion, and I'll do the illusion of like a giant scorpion at the bottom of this hole because it's a range of 30 feet and it's 30 feet down, and it's a cantrip. So I'll do a minor illusion of a giant scorpion that's 5 feet tall, and then I'll slide down the rope.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I think I had messed something. Okay. Yeah. So you're doing a minor illusion down the hall of a giant scorpion.
Uh huh.
Are you
Try
gonna
to
have
Okay,
it
scare
so
it
you
like
make
away.
it.
you're gonna have it like look like it's falling down the hole or climbing down the rope like at the very very end, so it's super believable, or
Well, I'm
does
kind
it
of
just appear?
limited as to what I can do with it, and I'll tell you about it real quick. I'll be quick. I won't hold you guys up. Let me see. Let me go to it real quick. So minor illusion. It can either make a sound or it can appear. It says it can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. By
Can it
sensory
move?
effect, does that mean it can't move?
No, I think no, I think personally I would take sensory effect to mean that it can't like it doesn't give off a smell or a taste if it was like a taste like if you were creating an illusion of something to taste, right?
Okay.
Like it wouldn't give off taste. But I think movement would not be a sensory effect if you ask me.
Okay. So I'll do like climb down the wall and like climb down the last few feet of wall to where it looks like it just climbed down the hole or something.
Okay. Are you sending it first and then waiting and then going, or are you sending it and then going real quick?
Well, I'm sending it and then going real quick because it's gonna arrive instantaneously from the spell,
Mhm.
and it's gonna take me a minute to climb 30 feet down.
Okay, sorry, I was picturing you were gonna do like just like grab the rope and just slide down, like video game style for some reason.
Like a
Well,
like a
it's video
fireman
game.
pole.
Yeah,
Right, that's exactly what I was thinking.
but it's going to be more of a rappel type of thing because 30 feet down, I'm afraid that I would have to make like some type of check with disadvantage, and I would get hurt.
Okay, cool.
As quickly
So
as I can safely make it down without being at risk. You know what I mean?
perfect. So you're gonna get there, no worries. You'll it'll take you like a couple of swings. Like you'll go like 1, 2, 3. You're on the ground, like just
Cool.
rappelling, right? Like 1, 2, and then 3.
Absolutely.
Um, Crom, you, Acer, and Gray, give me a perception check.
Nice. Nice, gentlemen.
We did
Hold on.
okay.
I said Gray, and then I was like, I was not rolling, so
Oh,
that didn't help it. Like I was like, oh sweet.
What'd you get?
Okay,
yeah,
19.
great.
Okay, Bumpy, I'm gonna move you, sir,
Oh,
just so
okay,
that
sure,
I
bud.
can put you where you are. So you're gonna be here. I will put your illusion here in a second.
Yeah, sure, dude.
I want to see monsters. Let's see if I can find a scorpion. a scorpion gonna scorp.
Scorpy's gonna score it, bro.
Yeah, Scorpion's gonna scorp. All right. So there's your little scorpion. So what happens is, Bumpy, you create your illusion, and as you're rappelling down and you get to the bottom, you hear a couple. You like your armor's clanking and moving and everything, so you kind of miss like the first couple of steps as you're uh uh scorpion appears. And for the other guys who rolled really high, Crom and Acer, you'll hear whispers like you hear, and then a couple of whispers, but you don't get to make out the voices clearly because of everything happening on the cave with the clanking of the scale mail armor and everything. But Gray, he rolled just above the DC, so he hears the voices and will tell you. And he says, "I hear Landragosa down there." At which point, Bumpy, as you get to the bottom and you haven't heard like the gasps or anything, you hear a voice, a very familiar voice to you, and it says, "Ha ha ha! Illusions don't scare me, dwarf. Where is your honor?" And as you look down the hallway, you see exactly what your character is seeing from there. You see Landragosa sitting in the middle of like two guys that seem kind of beefy holding axes. I think they have axes. Let me double check. I know that, yeah, they have a great axes, to be fair. And you can see Frulamandar like on the very far back. And
Oh,
that
fun.
like we can go from here. The other guys don't see this until we start going down.
Climb back up. Climb back up.
Run away, run away.
Is that really what y'all are saying to me?
No, I mean we have no idea that he's down there. So
No,
Get to the chopper.
hold on.
That was funny.
quick, while he's away,
Sorry,
we can metagame. Oh damn, he's back.
sorry. No, I can always hear you because I have my Bluetooth headphones. You can't hear me because I leave the mic. Sorry, Mo was barking. But so Acer and Crom, you heard Gray say, I think I hear Landragosa down there. So y'all do know that he's there. You just don't see the other three people.
Okay. Crom, if you're wondering, just really quick, Landragosa, we've already seen him once, and he had a good time with Bumpy. Bumpy did not have a good time.
He made me more bumpy.
He made me more bumpy. And I'm putting.
Did he make you bumpy or lumpy?
A little bit of both, friend.
Landragosa. Okay, and so on the chat, I just replied to the picture of Landragosa if people want to see it in Discord. So it's right there if anybody wants to go on Discord and look at it. Okay, so what's next? Are Acer and Crom, are y'all doing anything, or are we, or should I just continue with what's happening with Bumpy?
I think we would probably. Well, really quick, are we going down there? Because we don't want Bumpy to be alone, right?
Half of you is telling you to do that, yes.
Sorry, can you repeat that one more?
I said half of you is telling you should go and help Bumpy.
Oh my god. That's really funny. Okay, yeah, I'll jump down.
I gave you that healing potion, dog.
Right. Bumpy's like, this jerk. Yeah, I'll climb down as well, and I'll do it quick like Bumpy did.
Okay. Bumpy, what are you doing while they're coming down?
On the bad guys down here, yelling out.
So you yell that out. Acer, as you're going down, you hear Bumpy yell, "Oh, the bad guy's down there." And then you hear Landragosa down there as you're coming down. You hear, "Good or evil is," excuse me, "good or evil is just a construct that people make. We're neither bad nor good. We just have different motivations. But I'm still very honorable. Remember our first encounter."
I do. I remember you murdering women and children. So there's no honor in that. You'll never have honor. You'll die honorless. And I'll dispel the scorpion, man.
Okay, I'm moving y'all up just so that like the next people can come down if that's where we're going from. Are you also going down?
Yes.
Cool. By now, Crom, you've gotten down. Lendergosa says, "Come and get my honor if you say I don't have any."
There's no honor to come find, so you can go over there and say whatever you want. I can
Yeah,
call
and
myself a moose, but I'll always be a dwarf. Like, just shut up.
sounds good. And then Gray gets down there, and so now all four of you are down there. So now all four of y'all see this area. What can you see? We'll talk about all the specifics of the area. Or actually, I'm just going to go ahead and describe I'm going to go ahead and just describe the entire area, and then we can go from there. So from where y'all are, you see this open cave with a couple of brazen fires, or braziers, like on the like. Is it braziers? No, braziers are bras. Uh, anyways, like the fire thing with the dragon faces all the way around, just with an open flame. And Bumpy, and you can see far off, like from where you're facing, far off to the left, you can see what looks like not a ritual, like they like carved into the earth, like a hole with like five heads of all the chromatic dragons coming out. The hole doesn't seem to be too deep, but they're just there, and you have all five colored dragons coming out of what looks as this, I don't know, ritual, or you can't really make out
There's a
what it
five-headed
is from this.
dragon here?
So it's just a statue, but you can
Oh, it's a
see it. So
statue. Okay, I got you.
yeah. So I think if you click on your character, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Like you'll see it at far away with like all the lights and everything, but it
Oh, yeah.
looks like a little hole, and
Uh-huh.
then you can see it's not a real dragon. It's all statues, but you see five heads like
Uh-huh.
poking out.
Yeah,
No
I can see
body,
that.
just five individual heads. Cool.
Got you, big man.
Uh, and then you can see around like this area, and then Ace or you and Chrome can also see around the area. Like I was saying, those like big fire cauldrons thing with like a head of a dragon looking over it.
Sounds
So
intimidating.
this is the terrain where we are.
Cool.
At which point, if we're not moving in any direction, Lundergosa will turn around and say, "Back up. Let's give them some room to come into here. It'll be better for them to see where they will die." And they'll start backing up a little bit.
I'll take a few steps forward.
Cool. You can move your
All right,
character. You go
well,
all the way to there.
I'm not gonna let you go alone. I gotta support you.
I have my two-handed greatsword in hand.
You have your two-handed greatsword in your hand. Awesome. Bumpy, what weapon do you have?
Shield and battle axe, homie.
Shield or battle axe? Great. Battle axe is just one-handed, but you can
That's correct.
versatile it, right?
Yep,
Awesome. That's from my knowledge, so I know.
you got it, brother.
Because those guys have great access too. um, Chrome,
Oh,
what are
great
your
access.
plans?
Yeah,
I think they have great
that's a
access. I think
D12
those
weapon.
are. You're right. Cool. We'll learn what those do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they're
Chrome.
heavy. They're two-handed and they're D12. I considered one.
Ooh. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, those fuckers hit hard.
I'll advance.
All right. Sweet. Gray will also advance to here. All right. And then once you get to there, I mean, if we're not doing any, are y'all saying anything or not?
Well, I've already said my piece, man.
Awesome. So without further ado, with everything that's happened, we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative. Y'all
Really
give me
quick,
one to set y'all up. What's up?
just batting 1,000 again here. We'll say it to Cyanrath. We've been kind of chasing you guys for a while. We're pretty tired. Any chance of you'd give us like a quick 24-hour rest while you guys stay here, and we'll stay here, and then we'll just or 8-hour rest. I'll compromise even, and we'll just
Even.
we'll break a little bread together, and then We can kill each other after we're all well rested.
Lendergosa says, nice try, Valve. And yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Roll NPCs. Oh, I love that it considers Gray an NPC. That's awesome.
Yay, my first 20 on initiative.
Woo woo!
I did it.
Party. Ooh, for Lemon Doth is going last. Damn. Okay, this is a good. All right, guys. Well, without further ado, Acer, it is your turn. Also, if any of y'all would like to narrate how you do something or how you hit somebody, please feel free to interrupt me and tell me how you would like to do it. I always appreciate that. So, uh, but yeah, go ahead, Acer.
What do we think? Take out the small guys, then the big ones? I think we should focus fire on something.
Yeah, sounds safe to take out the minis.
The less over this is over the table because it's so not in game. The less action economy they have, the better.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah, but we also don't want the big guys to just have free reign on us while we're busy fighting the small ones. So someone could keep them occupied but out of danger while the rest of us take out the small ones would be optimal.
I wonder if we have anybody who is big and beefy and takes half damage from a lot of things that could maybe do that, because that's a really good idea.
Well, I don't think they joined us this time.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll go after the bosses.
Okay. I'm gonna attack that one because I think I'm a little bit too far to reach him with my sword. So I'm gonna do a Eldritch Blast.
Is the music too high or is the music okay?
It's fine for me. I mean, I've turned it down all on my
Yeah,
end.
I've got the little thing where I can lower the music volume. So
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, who are you hitting? Oh, you're hitting the mini right there? Cool.
Yeah, the one to the far right.
Sounds great.
24 adjusted.
Ooh, it misses. No, I'm just kidding. It hits.
Nice, 7 points of damage. And then I'm going
Nice.
to
Well
move
done.
right here. And then that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. It is Grace's turn, so let me see. Let me see how far I can move. Oh, nice.
So I'm going after Fulham directly, right? Or am I going after the Berserkers?
I think you're going after the Dragonborn for now. I don't know what Fulham's doing.
Oh, so the Dragonborn is the blue and purple thing in the middle?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Unless you have a really good opportunity for Fulham, because she's also probably very powerful, as we've seen already.
Alright. Sorry, guys, but I need to, I think Gray needs to do a little setup before he's just gonna fight. So. Sure.
I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm like, man, it'd be really nice to be able to attack these guys with like some sort of psychic weapon, like a blade, from 60 feet away.
Right. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I do this. I'm just going to go ahead and use Insightful Fighting on that guy. So I get to make an insight check. Sure. Attribute, insight, roll against their deception. Attributes, deception. Sweet, I get to see it. Oh, I didn't need to pop that message out. Okay. And then Gray's gonna take the dodge action from where he is. That's where he can get to do at this moment. All right, Landragosa. It'll be his turn. He roars. He says, "This is what I live for," and moves on to get to Acer, being his closest target, and he'll pull out his great sword out of his pack and just try to hit you. And we'll try to hit you. And he rolls a 15. So that misses Acer.
Whew.
Does he have multi-attacks though? I'm doing this. No. Oh, he does attack twice. He's gonna try and attack once more. Sorry, guys. All right, so he swings the first time and misses you. Tries to hit you. Oh God, he rolled even lower, an 11. So he comes running at you and swings, and you manage to deflect with your own greatsword, and then he brings it down, and you manage to dodge out of the way, and he says, "Yes, more." At which point, both of the one of the berserkers, it's his turn, and you hear him kind of like imitate the Lendragosa, and he gets angry and just charge. Oh shit! I'm clicking on the wrong one. Good job, Vargas. So he moves 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna try and attack Gray with his great axe at disadvantage because he took the dodge action.
Wait, who took the dodge?
Gray took the dodge action in his
okay,
turn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So he swings his axe, and Gray's just ready for it. He manages to dodge out of the way, no questions asked. And then the next berserker goes. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to try and hit you, Acer, by declaring a thumb war.
That's outstanding.
Not my thumbs.
Right? Great axe. Advantage because of flanking. Okay, he hits. He rolled a 25.
Just barely.
Just barely. Man, and he swings that axe, and as you're worried between Landragosa and everything behind you, he hits you, and he digs deep, man. It hits for 10 points of damage.
Good news. I'm back down to where before the pushing was.
Okay, and then Bumpy, it is your turn, sir.
All right, let's see here. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Oh no, I need to go after a berserker, don't I, guys?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't know at this point.
Okay, so can you tell me which of these berserkers Acer hit, the guy further down or the guy further up?
This one, the one farther down.
Yeah.
Okay, so rather than go where I am now, let's go back. Let's see, that was 15, so that's 20, and that's 25. I'll go there.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
Cast Green Flame Blade. It's a cantrip. Okay. Do you need me to hit that each time?
If you do it just once to where I can reference it on the chat, that will help me.
Cool. There we go.
Because I know you hit, and then it just does damage based off of your.
Yeah, it'll do my spellcasting ability modifier, which is just +3.
Okay, so the guy takes full damage, and then I'm guessing Landragosa will take the 3.
That's correct.
Perfect. Awesome. Let's do it.
To hit.
Okay. Right, yep.
So here we go. A battle axe attack. So that's a 19.
Hit.
Outstanding.
Yeah, hit.
Damage. That's good.
Damn. Yeah. Man, you walk up with your sword and battle axe, and you hit this guy, and you hit him hard. Like he was trying to help his buddy attack Acer, so he didn't notice you coming behind him, and you just hit him and cleave him really well. All right. Do you have any other actions or
Is he
no?
okay? So he's alive, correct?
He's yes.
Okay, let's see here. Now I'll just brace with my shield, man.
Okay. Awesome.
You guys have clogged up the path.
You can still attack diagonally though.
Yeah,
Well, I
you can.
know, but yeah, but to get to
Mm.
the one dude,
You
You
can move
you
through.
can go through. Yeah, you can go through through a friendly space. So you can go through gray and get to like this point. It just takes double movement.
yeah,
Or hear me out. You could move in between us, and it would keep us from getting flanked, and you could just kill that other fucker.
if I move to where you suggested, Matisse, doesn't that give the berserker an attack of opportunity as I pass by?
No, because you'll still be within range. You're just rotating around him, so it doesn't give him a second opportunity.
Gotcha.
Like I think if you were leaving completely, like you're like I'm GTFO out of here, different story. But from where you are and where you're coming from, no, it doesn't do that. Or at least that's how I'm playing it.
I really hope Furlong doesn't have Fireball. This will be not great.
Hey, nice swing.
Nice. Go ahead and roll one more dice for one more d20, Mike, for your glaive, because you're technically flanking with Bumpy, so you would have rolled with advantage. So roll one more just in the case that you get a natural 20. Okay, cool.
That'd be pretty
Then
negative.
hey, I was trying. I was like, ooh, if that's a good one. Okay, so you're hitting Landragosa with that. Yeah, that 21 hits.
Damn it, it was almost a full 10.
I know, I know. Sweet. Okay. So oops, I messed that up. Okay. Um. All right. So with all that being done, you hit your glaive and you hit Swing at Lendergosa, who's clearly gunning for Acer, his first target, and he's not expecting you to show up and just attack him. And once you hit him, he turns around and says, "You're new. I don't remember you. Let me introduce myself." And he's gonna wait, and then it is for Lam's turn. He's gonna move up. Do, do, do.
Don't worry, Crom. He's just an insufferable prick.
It's all good. He shall die by my blade.
I like you
Oh,
more and more.
snap! All right. So she's gonna go ahead and do this as her action. So, uh, bonus action training. Yeah, cool, cool. All right. So what she's gonna do is right here. Okay. Um. So Furlam is gonna cast a spiritual weapon, and like a sword comes out of thin air just next to her, and it has like a beautiful, like the hilt of the sword, it has dragons all around it. So like it has like a dragon head at the bottom, and like the body of the dragon comes up, and then the sides of the hilt are just like wings, and it's like a little bit of a spectral blade, a little like bluish, and it comes there, and she's gonna move it to she's gonna move to right here. Oh, is it making a sec? Why am I making so many of these? Okay. And it's going to move it right there. And that's all she's going to do. Acer, it is your turn.
The guy below me.
Okay.
How does he look? Is he looking still pretty healthy, or does he look like he's?
He's looking Uh, he looks okay. Like more damage than not, but still looks okay. Maybe like he's bloody, but like you'd have to hit him real good to kill him in one hit if that's what you're going for. And your green flame blade hit, right?
Correct.
Sweet, awesome. I just took 3 off of Landragosa because of
Oh.
that. I just remembered. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, so the guy below me is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cause a or bonus action Hexblade's Curse on him.
Okay.
So now I will crit on a 19 or 20. And when he dies, I'll regain more like level plus charisma HP, and I also gain a bonus to damage rolls against him, equal to
Is
my
that if
proficiency.
you kill him? Is that if you kill him, or is that like when he dies
Like
in general?
when he dies in general, as long as
Awesome.
he's cursed, which he'll
Awesome.
have
Thank you.
to cast a remove curse on himself to get rid of that. So I'm going
Okay.
to target him, and then I'm going to purple flame blade with my great sword, and the additional
Sounds
will
good.
be targeting Landragosa.
Okay. Hits.
That was a one off from a crit. So close. Okay, so he will take 14 plus 2.
Oh wow, that's good damage, man.
Oh
Yeah.
God! Hold on one second. I completely killed Landragosa, and that was not what happened. Um,
I didn't add in. I forgot to add in the additional bonus from the hex, but it's a proficiency. So it'll be 16 total damage.
man, you hit him hard. 16 total.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, you hit him hard from behind, and you just like swing your sword, and it cleaves and it chops off one of his arms, and you hear him just yell out of pure innate anger, just and like he's trying to push through it. He's not dead, but he's lost an arm, and then after it hits him, like your fire, like a blue flame, just splits off and
Purple.
ricochets off of Landragosa. Oh, sorry, purple.
Thank you.
Um, is that everything or anything else?
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's a bonus and a regular action, so that's all I can do.
All right. So Gray is going to go ahead and try and finish off this guy. So he's going to pull out both his short swords and try and finish off this guy. So short sword 1, attack, public. Oh, it's supposed to be with advantage. That would hit, but let me do it one more time for the 20. No, it was not. It was better, but it was not. All right. Damage. Normal. I'll just reveal it. All right, and so as this happens, and he's like lost an arm, and he's bleeding, and blood just coming out of his arm. Gray grabs his sword, stabs him through the neck, and this guy dies.
Yoo.
Okay, and then
So I'll regain that HP.
okay. All right, so let me see. Next thing Gray's gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and attack this other guy with this other sword. Oh gosh.
My God.
2 natural 2 twos.
That
Wow.
looks like I rolled it.
Yeah, and Gray tries to hit and it just misses. The guy like turns around as he sees Gray and uses his great axe, like, bleep, bleep, manages to block the attack and everything, and no worries. All right, it is Landragosa's turn. He's gonna do 2 attacks. Would he do 2 attacks? He's smarter than that. How smart are you, Lendergos? You're not that smart. Okay, cool. So he's gonna do 2 attacks, one on Acer and one on Crom. Those are gonna be his targets. Uh, so first attack going to Acer with his great sword.
Be gentle.
Oh man, he rolled a 24.
No, that does not hit. Sorry.
Yeah, you've got a 26 armor class, don't you?
No, it's a 30.
Yeah, third level AC at 26. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right. You had some like magic
This is
armor.
all right.
Yeah, no,
shield?
my AC is actually 32. I'm literally impossible to hit.
Well, he hit you for 12 points of damage.
Damn it.
You want to hide inside my bag of holding? He can't hit you there.
True. Very true. Oh, did I delete somebody? I deleted.
Yeah, he's
He
gone.
deleted
Yep.
me.
Oh my god.
Wow.
the
He hit
full
me that
deletion.
hard.
He hit you
Oh.
so hard you're out of existence.
Holy shit. He
My
jumped inside
bad.
my bag of holding, like I said.
I did. I jumped. All right, guys, I'm gonna go take a
bad.
nap in the bag of holding.
How much damage? 21 minus. So you're at 9, right?
Yeah. Do you want to change that for me?
Yeah, I just changed it to 9. Now I need to add you to the combat, and then let me roll, and then change your initiative like manually. So hold on. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, buddy.
And Acer, your initiative.
I was right before Gray.
Yeah, so you rolled a 22. Initiative value is 22. I'm really glad that this lets me. Okay, this really makes things easier. All right, and then his second attack, he's going to target Crom. Attack. Normal. He rolled a 12.
Did not hit.
Yeah, no, we're good. Okay, so he hits Acer, and you see Acer like blink in and out of existence as he gets hit. And then everybody kind of looks a little bit confused, and he turns to you, Crom, and tries to stab you, and you manage to use your glaive to deflect his attack with no worries.
Damn, we caught the glitch in the matrix with that shit.
Like using a Vorpal blade.
Let's all forget the fact that it was just because I didn't click the right person.
No, let's just have some fun with it. Yeah.
That Berserker is going to try and attack Gray. Because Gray just tried to attack him, so he's going to swing his axe at Gray. Oh, he rolled a 20 adjusted. And damage. 4 points of damage. Whew. Okay, we're good. All right, Bumpy, it's your turn.
All right, dudes. You want me to attack the other berserker, or you want me to attack Langdorosa?
Get the other berserker.
Okay, cool. Can I move diagonal like that? Is that just 5,
Yeah,
or do
absolutely.
I need to move? Okay, that's fine.
No. Yeah.
Can I move diagonal again, or is that bad?
Yep. I'll let you. I know where you're going. Yeah, like you would just be like right next to the pillar and be able to attack.
Okay, cool. That works okay?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
You're within range of movement, so.
Yeah, then I'll green flame blade this guy again.
Okay, sounds good.
So okay, that's my target. Here we go. Battle axe, nincompoop, and attack. 17.
It hits, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yes, it hits.
Great. Damage is 8, and then 3 on Sign Wrath.
Sounds great. Man, this guy's gonna get pissed off about this. About how y'all are treating him. Did I do it? All right. So you swing your axe at this one too, and you hit him hard. He kind of like manages to parry, but like your strike still gets him in the arm, and then like a green flame just explodes and hits Kyan Wrath in his back. Crom, it is your turn, sir.
Nice.
We hit. Well done.
Oh, nice hit, bro.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, excellent,
Boom.
sir.
Man, you hit Landragosa with your glaive, and you strike across like right above his chest. He looks like he's taking damage. He's not looking perfect, but like he looks angry, very angry.
Nice.
Well, good.
Yeah. At which point, Furlom. What is she gonna do? Hold on 1 second, guys.
Frulon, Frulon, what you gonna do?
I
What you
know.
gonna
I'm
do
trying
when
to
they come
see.
for you?
Okay, hold on. Hover over this. Here for one more.
I'll bring you a table. Really? Best girl. That little boy will jump on it.
I'll be right back.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
1 second.
Okay, so she's gonna move. Oh gosh darn it! I keep clicking the wrong person. She's gonna go 1, 2, 3. And she'll say, she'll, and once she moves there, she'll say, Landragosa, you know what to do. At which point she's gonna move
Oh, is this
her
gonna be a
sword.
breakdance battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
She moves her sword, like that magical sword that she had conjured up, right next to you, Crom, and it's gonna try and hit you.
It's in there.
Uh,
Here?
Uh-huh.
I hate that this spell doesn't tell me what I need to roll. So that is
Which
that
one?
is a
Spiritual
very
weapon?
yeah.
It's
So
a
it says
melee spell attack.
right, but it uses her spellcasting. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's basically just like a ranged one, except it's specifically melee. That's as far as my understanding.
I see. So it would be +4 because it's a wisdom. Okay, cool. All right. So we will do a GM roll of 1d20 +4. Oh, she rolled a 7. So this magical sword comes next to you, and as it comes next to you, Chrome, it kind of like tries to swing and hit you, and you like just kind of like it goes so wide you don't even need to move. You realize that like if you had moved, you probably would have gotten hit, but it just goes way too wide, and it doesn't do anything to you. Acer, it is your turn.
Can I move here without taking an attack of opportunity?
Yep,
That's what I'd like to do.
sure.
Sorry, just thinking. Um,
I think you should do whirlwind attack and it hits everybody within 5 feet of you.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, like on Diablo.
Now the question is, since I've already blipped out of existence, should I cast mirror image on myself? I think that'd be really funny, but I don't know if that's the most, if that's the best move.
No, I think we need to do some
Up to you.
killing, buddy.
You said do some killing?
Yeah, I think we gotta do some killing, buddy.
I agree. All right. I'm going to go. What do you think, Landragosa or the other one?
So whoever you can get to attack with advantage. How about that?
Why I am currently at advantage for both.
Oh
Go,
gosh.
I'd go with Landragosa.
Yeah, I think that's. I'll try to take out that other guy, man.
Okay, so I'm going to purple flame blade with
Mhm.
the two-handed greatsword with at Landragosa, and the special fire will be going towards the other
Yep.
guy.
Man, you hit.
Damn.
9 points.
9. Awesome. You grab your sword and you slash at him, and he still looks biffy. Like you can tell he's basically taking damage, but he is reveling in this combat. And you slash across his back, and you see him arch his back a little bit, and he'll turn around and look at you, and you can now see like lightning across his eyes, that kind of like surging through his eyes, and the purple flame goes, and it hits the berserker across his shoulder.
Nice.
At which point it is Gray's turn, so he's going to well, now he doesn't have advantage, but I still am much better off attacking him. So he's going to attack this berserker. Short swords. Please don't betray me. Hits. Sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and do damage. And I'm going to use sneak attack damage here too. Where's the attack? Thank you. Eh, that's okay. All right. Second sword. Offhand attack. Oh, I need to show that it was a 15. Reveal. Hits. Damage. -3. So just 3. Sweet. All right. Hits this guy, and he managed to cut him twice, and one of them goes deep into his ribs. This guy is looking pretty rough, pretty rough. It is Lander Ghost's turn. Oh shit! Okay, that's what he's gonna do. Okay, that works.
You said he's going to give up and join our team?
Absolutely.
I like that idea. That's outstanding.
We forgive him for being such a prick before, you know. Bumpy was kind of a jerk too, so our group's got all kinds.
Right.
I resemble that remark.
He's gonna try and attack Crom, so he's gonna attack you twice. Great sword. Attack. First attack is a 17.
That hits.
And it deals 11 points of damage. And then does it again. Oh man, yeah. He rolled a natural 1.
Oh, God bless.
So he manages to hit you really hard and heavy, and then once he winds up for the second attack, he kind of like trips over and leaves himself open. Mike, this is something that we talked about when we were playing like backstories a little bit. But if you would like, because of the layout of everything, you could use your reaction to hit him one time if you want.
Well, of course.
Go for it. Hit. Okay. You hit him, and Lander Ghost screams in pain, just like gets stabbed, and you can see him bloody and everything. The lightning coursing through his eyes. And he's gonna go ahead and activate his action surge. So he's gonna use his action surge and move this way.
Ooh, attack of opportunity! Attack of opportunity!
You just use your reaction.
Right. So like you got the extra attack with your because he rolled a 1, but your attack of opportunity would have also been like it's a reaction, and you only get 1 per turn.
Yeah, but Snow gets an attack of opportunity too.
No, Snow. Acer's right there. He's still
Yeah,
he
sorry,
hasn't left
Acer.
his reach. Yeah,
Gotcha.
but he hasn't left Acer's reach. He's gonna move here, still being in Acer's reach, and as his second action, he is going to, like you see, like I was saying, like that lightning charges, and like you see it well up, like it goes like from his eyes. You see it like a blue light kind of like come up through his chest, and he opens his mouth, and lightning just spews.
Godzilla!
Godzilla. Use ability. Okay, so how do
Sorry,
I?
Acer.
Yeah, goodbye, guys. It's been nice. It's been fun. I've
Oh
had a
wait,
blast.
hold on. He would have done this a little bit differently. I thought. Sorry, let me take that off. Because he would have done this a little bit differently. He would have, knowing that it goes on a straight line. I thought it was a cone, but it coming on a straight line. He would have done it this way to hit both of y'all. So let me get the measure template. How do I rotate these templates? Oh, nice. Oh god. No, no, no. There. All right. So both Acer and Crom need to do a dexterity saving throw. DC 13.
Oh, y'all can beat that. Y'all got this, man.
Oh, they're both 12s.
Damn it! By
Thanks.
one.
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Bumpy.
oh,
Bumpy commits ritual seppuku in shame.
This is gonna hurt.
oh, it is.
Yeah, that's 40-10, man. That's up to 40 points.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But you see, like that energy, like wells up inside, and as he opens his mouth, lightning just spews in front of him, and it hits you for 18 points of damage. So both of y'all take 18. I think that knocks out Acer.
I am knocked out.
Okay. I'm gonna skull you, but you're not dead. You're just like a skull for now. Oh man. I'm so sorry. Oh. All right. Second berserker. He's gonna try and hit Gray. He's already attacking Gray. There's no point in why he would attack Bumpy. He rolled a 13, right below AC. Bumpy, it is your turn.
All right, I'll attack that berserker with green flame blade.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Hits.
Great. All right, so that's 10 on him, and then 3 more on Langdorosa.
All right. So you see, like you swing your axe, and as he was trying to dodge out of the way of this strike, he actually didn't measure correctly, and your axe just goes and it strikes his neck. And as you strike past his neck, you kind of stop pointing the axe. The strike finishes pointing the axe at Lendragosa, and from the tip of your axe just goes and it shoots him for 3 points of damage. And Lendragosa falls to a knee, but he's not dead yet.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Let's see
Okay.
here. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. Hold on a second. That's Gray over there. So I'm putting Gray in a position where he'll be able to. No, I'm screwing up. Sorry. Let me go back to where I was.
Mhm.
Am I allowed to move up here on this thing?
Absolutely, you
Yeah,
are.
it's a
Okay, so that's
DS.
movable area. Okay. So I'm gonna move 5, 10, and then 15. That way I can try to give you an opportunity to opportunity attack this fucker.
Well, for wait, opportunity attack.
I think he
I'm
means
sorry, not
flanking.
opportunity. I was incorrect. I meant advantage attack, a flanking attack.
Oh, for flanking, you'd have to get to this point.
Well, no, for Crom too.
Oh, for Chrome, awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Crom advantage. But I'm trying not to
Yes,
put myself in flanking for
yeah,
freedom coming up.
for the
So
next one, yeah,
yeah, okay, that's it for
absolutely.
me, homies.
All
All right,
right.
it's all you, big dog.
Oh,
How rough is this?
Lendragosa,
Yeah.
he looks rough, man. He just got hit, or he like by the flame from the the green flame that Bumpy created, and he staggered to a knee. He's currently on a knee.
I think I've hit him 3 times. It feels good.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
That didn't work out right. Can you delete that off?
It did. Yep. Uh. do.
Did you want to get rid of
There it is.
the measurement thing?
Oh yeah, I'll get rid of. I'll get rid of most of them. I know where the weapon is, so I'm just gonna go ahead and. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter. All right. Oh, yes. Although, if you step over Acer, oh no, you get advantage no matter what from Gray. You're good.
Okay. Oh, what the hell?
Go for it with advantage, sir.
Hold on. Bear with me.
Yep. Oh, it actually prompts me to delete things on the chat. That's really great. That makes my life a lot easier. It'll work. Oh gosh, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
So Crom just keeps becoming this giant ice elemental
Yeah,
and
like
reverting.
yeah, just like you blinked out of existence.
It's not letting me roll a tap.
Oh, it's not letting you do that. Hold on. Let me pull up. Oh yeah, it's doing something weird. Hold on one second. I think I messed that whole thing up. That's on me. How much health did you have at this point?
4.
4. Okay. So hold on. Let me. Perfect. You're at 4 already, and then. Yeah. Sorry about that. That was on me. Sometimes I try to be helpful, and it doesn't help anybody. It just makes things more complicated.
Man, it's hard to know until you try, right?
Yeah.
So we got you, man. DMing is hard.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Eesh.
Roll one more because you get advantage.
I mean, your players show up late, everything, right?
That's not that. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, you
Yeah.
hit! All right. Before I do that, you had. Well, we'll just give him a value of 11, so you're on the right spot, anyways. Sweet. Awesome. Um. All right. So you'll see, Chrome. How do you enter rage? Like, do you like, like how does that happen?
It's Red
I
Bull.
I let I let out a like a guttural roar, just like overpowering, like bestial, just like just imagine just a furious roar, and then as I'm roaring, that's when I polymorph into the elemental.
Sweet. And so that's what you'll see. You'll see just your friend Crumb, you see it for the second time, just kind of like let a guttural roar, just roar, and as it happens, like he grows in size and like ice starts jutting out of his body, and he now has like this ice elemental form. He like takes a couple of steps, grabs his glaive and just swings it down at Lendergos as he's sitting down on a knee, and this glaive hits him in the neck, and his neck was kind of like over his knee, and you see the glaive go completely like through his head and through his leg, and he just severs his leg and his head, and the head just falls down and topples over, and the body just crumbles.
That's
Nice.
outstanding.
I
Well,
let out another roar of exhileration.
bro, you are
You're
the
like,
MVP of this game, bro.
And Crom says, "Nice to meet you, motherfucker."
Yeah.
okay. At which point, Furlam, who's behind you, wait. So sorry. Was that all of your turn?
Yes.
Perfect. So Furlan, who's behind you, says, "No, Landragosa, fuck this," and starts taking off. And you do have your reaction to do an opportunity this time.
Is that with advantage?
No, because there's nobody around her. Oh, but for a
Hell
nat
yeah.
20, she doesn't even get to move. For a nat 20, she stays on the spot.
Man,
Hell yeah.
team nasty,
Uh,
bud.
Go ahead and roll for that damage.
There
Oh,
you go.
damn. Okay, hold on. Let me select her. Target is still selected. Man, and as she tries to move away, you kind of turn around, seeing her trying to move, and you swipe at her, and it cuts like straight through her stomach, and like blood just starts pouring out, and she's kind of like, and like stops moving, and that's the end
Nice.
of her turn. I need a death saving throw from Acer.
Okay. And while I'm doing that, I'm clinging to life, just sputtering like keep her alive.
You did 15. Cool. 10. That's a
Yay.
pass. Good job, sir. I'm rolling concentration from Frulam to make sure that her weapon remains. Her weapon does remain. Okay, Gray is there. Not her. So Gray's turn is next. He's gonna look at you, Bumpy. He's gonna say, "You take care of her. I got this." And he's gonna move like here, turn around, and take one of Acer's potions and put it in his mouth.
I don't have any potions.
Oh, you don't have any potions? You're
I'm
out?
out of potions.
Oh, he's out too, so fuck it. He's gonna go fighting. If nobody has potions, he's gonna go. So
Well, I have one, but I'm kind of busy.
you're busy like killing people.
Yeah,
I'm busy
exactly.
carrying the team.
Yeah.
He's gonna move to here, and as he's running, he's gonna pull out his crossbow and shoot her. So let's see if the crossbow works. Hand crossbow. Attack. Public. Normal. Oh, damn it. Okay, so he pulls out, like he's running, drops his sword, like one of his short sword, pull out his crossbow and shoots. And it goes wide because of his movement. And it goes all the way to Bumpy at this point. Bumpy, it is your turn, sir.
Okay, is this the proper position for flanking?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna two-handed attack with I guess there's no point using green flame blade. I'll just two-handed attack with the battle axe.
All right.
15 misses, huh?
Oh, 15 misses. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's it for me then.
All right. So you grab your sword and like your axe, and as you're trying to hit her with the rage, you swing, and like she manages to kind of like barely get out of the way, and some more blood spills from her body
From her
as
butt?
she moves out of the way. Yeah. So she has a big cut in her stomach, so she dodges your attack. Like blood just spills out
Oh, I
some
thought it
more,
was
and
like she had hemorrhoids and it was bleeding from her behind. I thought that's what.
oh no. That hits. That
Hey,
does
that's
connect.
pretty amazing.
I believe so. Yes, she's a 16.
Damn it.
Hold on. Selected. No. Do, 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 do. Oh man. Yeah. So like this time you swing and you're trying to kill her in one hit, like her stomach, like her entrails are kind of like spilling out a little bit, and you're swinging down. She manages to kind of like sidestep out of the way, and you kind of graze her arm and cut like skin her arm a little bit, but she's not dead. She's just barely hanging on. Uh oh god. Okay, so what would she do now that it's her turn?
Yeah, she's kind of screwed because yeah.
Yeah, no, she's like that's why I'm like, what would she do?
Go down fighting.
I know, I know. I'm like, oh, it's gotta be something she can do.
I'll tell you what she can do, but it's not very nice.
Did she do a concentration check on her weapon?
Oh, she did not. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and do that.
Hey, at risk of
Hey,
being
oh,
that guy,
10 passes. Man,
is that a
Somebody?
spiritual weapon?
which one?
The one that she has.
Yeah.
I don't think that it requires concentration.
It keeps prompting me for it.
Huh. Okay.
If it doesn't, I'll like all the better, you know.
Teacher, you forgot to collect the homework.
Right.
Yeah, it is not a concentration spell. That's true.
Oh, well, thank you so much. All right, hold on.
What was that you said, Matthias? We find 3 more potions down here?
I think, for being honest, you should be able to regain consciousness. That's what I think.
I don't know if it works that way. As much as I would
Well,
love
sure,
that.
it's karma. It's like karma's real. And
That's
according
not
to Taylor Swift, karma is a cat. So, you
thought,
could polymorph.
I thought Karma was the guy on the Chiefs.
It could be. You could polymorph into a football player. That's pretty beefy.
Oh man. You know what? I guess that is what she's gonna do. She's gonna upcast command
Ooh, this
and
could be bad.
target, and she's gonna upcast command, targeting both Bumpy um and Crom. So you both need to roll a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save. Okie dokie. And I passed it. Yay.
Nice.
Oh, I failed big time.
Okay, so this is what she says. So as as like she kind of like gathers energy into her, Bumpy, you feel the weave being pulled into her, like the magic gathering, and she just yells, "Leave!" And as this, you Bumpy, you recognize that this was going to be a spell just from like the manifestation of the weave. So you manage to like focus within yourself, and as the words come past, they pass through you and they do nothing. On the other hand, um from on your next turn you are compelled to leave, what like which is basically just like you're gonna have to use your turn to walk as far away in any direction that you want.
Can you still take an action?
His action will be to leave, like that's his action, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Or
Well, he gets a movement speed, correct? So he can move his movement, but does he lose the action in its entirety?
The action is to leave because I was commanded to leave. So I
I
have.
was thinking like I was thinking of like so and that's a very good point, and so let's talk about it for a second, because in my head he would take the movement and the dash action, so like his action would be to move, but the command is not specific.
So the command would be flee, and it's the target spends its turn moving away by the fastest means available. So that would mean he would have to dash.
Yeah, cool. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so she would have said flee, not leave, but either way.
Oh yeah, I
So
mean
that's where we go.
I didn't mean to
No, no,
treat semantics, brother.
no. I appreciate it so much because I was trying to think about like what she would do at this moment.
Oh, we're all here to help each other,
Acer,
right?
yeah, dude, thank you so much. Acer, it is your turn to roll a death saving throw. Second one. Make it private, by the way. Oh, damn.
Oh, sorry.
It's
You
okay.
Can, no, you
We're
can
gonna
re-roll private.
re-roll it privately.
What? Okay.
Yeah, because if you roll a 20, you get 1 hit point, right?
True.
Yeah, but if I roll a 1, I automatically fail.
Okay. Sorry. I like these to be private so people don't know what like what they like. I don't want people to know whether you're gonna come back or not. It's not part of the strategy. All right. So in combat, it is Gray's turn.
Hey, move up and attack melee, Gray.
Yep, that's a great idea. All right. Dagger and short sword because he dropped a short sword the other day, a little while ago. So first attack, short sword.
Oh, nasty time.
Oh, that was very disappointing. I'll show y'all. It was just six points of damage.
Gosh, that's all right though.
Um. So with that,
You're doing more damage than Acer is.
oh god. um. Yeah, and so with that, you see Gray come around and rushes in, and he sticks his sword out, and he goes into Mom Doth, like the cut in her stomach that From had previously done. And he swipes, like he cuts across, opening this cut even more, and all of her entrails just fall through into the ground, and she dies.
Nice, nice.
Uh, and with that, combat is done.
All right, and I guess I'll immediately try to go over and stabilize Acer.
Do you want to stabilize him or give him potion?
I don't have a potion to give him. I already gave it to him.
That's true.
I have a
Sweet.
potion.
So, Crom, you will use your next turn to move 60 feet away in any direction that you want. So, I will let you do that, and then you can come back.
Well, I thought she was dead though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. If the command goes away once she dies, then yeah, you don't even have to do that. Yep. I don't know if the command stays or leaves. So, like, that was a. I don't think the spell tells me if the command ends upon death.
Well, I guess at this point it's moot, huh?
The creature is under the. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
I'm like, I don't really know. It doesn't tell me what happens if the. It's okay, guys. The command ends, and we're just gonna play it that way. So if in the future y'all cast command and then you go down, that also means the command doesn't happen.
Okay. Yeah, it the only guidance it gives is that in certain circumstances the DM determines how the target behaves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, that's it. So we're just gonna make that a rule that if you cast command by any chance, or any spell and then you die, like that spell just fizzles out and goes away.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
I think that's fair.
Yep. Cool. All right, and with that, for Lama's is dead, not death. She is not dead. Death. She's just dead.
Did Crom give me a potion now out of his pack?
Yep. But you move it from mine to his, Matthias.
You go ahead and roll it. It'll be okay.
Yeah, just use it and roll it, and then I'll change my HP accordingly.
Yes.
And I guess we'll search these bodies, man.
All right.
That was 3 points.
Oh, it's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah, that's right. So 5
Yeah,
points.
so
Yeah,
5 points. Perfect. Man, Bumpy, I don't know how it happened, but you didn't get hit, and that is like in and of itself wonderful.
I know
Let me
how it
tell you.
happened. My movement speed is so much slower than theirs that I always end up behind.
Uh,
And I rolled
yeah,
shit for initiative.
I was checking everybody's health, and it's like Bumpy 27. Holy shit! Like
That's
that's
why I keep giving
awesome.
all my healing potions away. I've given away like 5 healing potions.
I
I'm
see. I
like, fuck
see.
it, here y'all go, guys. Y'all take them all.
Okay, so are y'all searching bodies?
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm searching the dragon person's body.
Okay.
I'm inspecting that sword to see if it's anything extra special.
Okay, so what are you looking for?
Anything that might be
Like,
useful?
well, no. So what I mean is, you're saying you're spending extra time on the sword. Am I saying, like, do you want to see it? Like, are you what specifically about the sword are you trying to determine?
If it's magical or just a standard great sword.
I can help you with
Okay.
that if you want.
Oh,
I
that's
can
right.
ritual.
Yeah, you can cast detect magic, right?
Yeah, I can ritual cast identify. You want me
All
to
right.
do that for
So
you?
how about
Can you cast detect magic?
I cannot.
Gotcha.
Do
I
y'all
will
want
let you
me to?
do an. Go ahead, Ant. Sorry.
Do y'all want me to ritual cast identify on it? It'll take 10 minutes.
So I was gonna say, so here's kind of how I like to play this, and we can, this is kind of what I like to do. In this particular case, when you're searching the bodies, you're going to roll investigation. If you're wanting to figure out whether the sword is magical or not, you would roll arcana. uh so that's kind of like what you can do pre-identify. It's not
Gotcha.
going to tell you, like, the arcana is not going to give you any specifics, though. It's not going to give you, like, it's not detect magic. That, like, detect magic would tell you, hey, this is like the school of magic, how much magic it has at the right. But arcana will tell you if it's magical-ish, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
um so I'm letting people roll whatever they want to roll. So
Uh,
y'all tell me what you want to
could I
roll.
ask you for your interpretation of something?
Go ahead.
This says I can choose one object that I must touch throughout the casting of the spell, and it said, if it is a magic item, then I
Hmm.
learn its properties. That if
Absolutely.
word assumes that I'm allowed to cast this on a non-magical item.
Absolutely.
So I could just do that and forego all the rest of this, right?
You can. It just takes 10 minutes on a
Yep.
heavily guarded
Well,
area.
he was heavily guarded until he murdered everybody.
Yes, there are more rooms to, like,
Yep.
more areas to the cave.
I agree. And
Uh,
we have a guy that has one single hit point that needs to take a short rest.
I have
mhm.
5 hit
Or like
points.
5. So we need to let this dude take a short rest, and while he's short resting, I can identify on all this
Yeah,
stuff.
same here. I'm at 4 hit points, so I need a short
So
rest as well.
those short rests are going to have to happen anyway. So why don't I just start
Mhm.
casting ritual, casting identify, and everything? Because I don't need a short rest, right?
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I think I was missing the short rest part of all of this. So, like, now that y'all have said it, that makes sense.
Yeah. You want to try that
Um,
out, fellas?
Yeah, I mean that sounds great to me.
Yeah, I'll short
Okay.
rest while you investigate and do your bit.
So how about this? What do y'all think? I'll go ahead and investigate these bodies, and I'll try to find the items that are most likely to be magical, and I'll start ritual casting identify on them while y'all chill out. That's cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yep.
Gray will Go ahead, Acer.
I was just saying, yeah, that sounds great.
Outstanding,
Uh,
gentlemen.
Gray will intervene for a second and say, "Hey, why don't we all search the bodies and we go back to the room where we found out Furlam? We have to climb the rope, but we can lock that door and watch over the rope so that nobody, like,
You know what?
finds
That's
us."
actually a pretty good idea. I like this idea. A secure location. That's smart.
Is that
Yeah,
is
Yeah,
everybody
pretty
okay with
much.
that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man. I love your
wicked
idea.
smart.
Is this
Okay, so
is this a
Wicked
chest
smart.
over here that we're seeing over here too?
it's not a chest. It's a what looks like a table.
Gotcha.
Um,
So all we have to
so
search is the bodies, right?
yes, so I'll let everybody roll investigation
Okay.
so that we're all searching the bodies. That way, it's a little bit faster for everybody.
So how
And
about this? What do you
then,
think? We got 4 bodies to check, right?
mhm.
Okay. The little berserkers ain't gonna have shit on them. How about I go over here and investigate this table over here? Is that okay?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
Mhm. Uh, So I see Chrome, Gray, Acer. Acer, what are you doing? And Bumpy, yeah, that's what I needed. Acer, what are you doing? Like, what are you searching?
I thought we were doing the bodies. I will do
Oh,
whatever we think is best.
hmm?
I mean,
I was just double checking as to what you were going to do. Um, all right. So here is what happens. And I'm gonna finish describing this room, uh, and we're gonna go, and then I'm gonna give you everything that you find at this point. So now that you have time, now that you have time to look at this room a little bit better, you notice that there's an altar, like I was talking about, right? So like this altar right here that I'm kind of pointing out. Like I said, it's about it just has like the five-headed dragon coming out, and then like the room looks very ritualistic, as if some kind of rituals are taking place here, which leads us to the table. Bumpy, this is, you can't really tell much about it, but what you do get to see is that this is probably a ritual table where they do some type of sacrificing. uh you can see dried out blood. It's not like by the pools, but you can see like dried up blood and different specks here. But you don't know what they were used for or what's happening. And as you're searching the bottom of the table, you find that there's a little bit of a drawer that you can pull open, and there is a ritual blade in there. Or what looks like a ritual blade. It's very similar. It's a dagger about. It's just a dagger, regular standard dagger size, and uh, the blade comes to the hilt, and like the part that connects the hilt and the blade has what looks like the eye of a dragon, and then the bottom of it, like the pommel that you where you hold it from, it just looks it looks like scales all the way through, with what at the bottom just kind of like ending in a point. The blade also, the blade itself, like the metal blade part, looks very well taken care of, whereas like the handle and the pommel has a little bit of like dried blood on it, as if they've cleaned it but not very thoroughly. In the on the bodies, and before I continue to the bodies, do you have any questions about that, Bumpy?
I'll take that
Yes.
as a no.
Okay, awesome. Um,
That was me. I don't know if that was him.
oh no, I know that was you. I just didn't know if. I see. Bumpy, you're muted. If you didn't mean to mute yourself.
Hey, I apologize. I did mute myself, man. Sorry, gentlemen.
No, it's okay. Did you have any questions about what I described?
Oh, no, sir. That was it, man. I appreciate you.
Awesome, thank you. As far as the bodies go, you find um, the different cloaks and armors. So you can take both their armors, the purple armors from both Landragosa and Furlan Mondoth. In Frolam's body specifically, you also find a halberd, um, and her armor, her purple armor. And on Landragosa's body, you find um, a like his two-handed great sword and a spear on his body. And they both have, like I said, their armor. Furlam, however, does also have a cloak in a secret pocket within her armor, and that's all you find. So, do y'all want to take everything that I just mentioned?
What armor
Yeah.
do Frulum and Langarosa have, brother?
Furlam had her armor, a halberd, and a cloak within her armor, like in the inside in a secret
Yep.
pocket. And Lendragosa had his armor, his purple armor, a halberd, and the spear.
Can you tell me what type of armor that is, please?
Yes, sir. I absolutely can. Splint armor.
Okay, splint. And that's for both of them, bro?
Uh, hers is chainmail.
Okay, splint and chainmail. So
Mhm.
splint mail is the one That brings your AC up to 17, but you have disadvantage, but it's worth 200 gold.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I got you. I think I'm wearing splint mail right now myself.
I think you're wearing scale for some reason. Oh no, you're wearing splint armor. You're right. Damn, I'm so wrong.
No, that's ain't no worries, bro.
All right. Do y'all want to take that all and do the short rest?
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
I'm
So
gonna move everybody. I'm gonna move everybody. So just
Okay.
bear with me. So that I'm moving us back into the room.
I won't salmon.
do we know what was in Frulim's secret pocket?
It was a cloak.
A cloak in the pocket. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, and then there was a halberd, a spear, and I'm so sorry to do this to you again. There was one more
Oh.
weapon.
The halberd, the spear, two-handed greatsword.
Two-handed greatsword. Man, I apologize.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Man, y'all just kicked fucking ass. This was great.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Some of us just kicked Z's.
No, you were doing great before then, man. Every time you get hit, it means I'm not being hit. So I'm just going to be thankful that you, took the blow. Like, and I don't mean that sarcastically either. Like for real, you know.
I'm nothing if not a half elf of the people.
Man,
That's really funny.
you're like
Um,
JFK, man.
Oh my gosh.
Too soon?
Maybe. I
that's
mean,
funny.
I don't know how soon it would have. Like how late is nuts. It's been a while.
Lincoln. You know,
We'll just keep going further back.
Leonidas. We'd go back to Leonidas. We'd go back to the Greeks.
Oh, that's really funny. Okay, so Chrome's taking a little break. I'm gonna do the same while he's doing that. I already did my short rest, and which also means Acer, you can do that,
Okay,
and I'll be right back.
sounds good.
And the spear is also regular old spear.
Awesome.
The other
So,
two, go ahead.
oh, I understand that some of this might be too big. I don't know how big the mouth is on that bag of holding,
Hmm.
but can I fit any of this in that bag of holding?
Yeah, you can fit all of it. It's fine.
Oh, okay, sweet, sweet. That's great.
I'm
I'll just
not.
throw it all
I'm.
in there then.
I'm not gonna waste our precious time trying to figure out if split mail, like researching whether split mail would, fit through a bag of holding.
Well, that's because you're a badass, and I appreciate you.
And we're just gonna say it. It goes there. It's perfect. All right. So, um,
It is 2 feet in diameter at the mouth.
Oh, 2 feet. That's pretty good.
At least if this is a common bag of holding.
yeah, that had a common bag of holding that had a magnet inside of it.
So if we kidnap somebody and they're like impossible to kill, I can just like kidnap them with the bag of holding and they'll suffocate in there.
Um, I mean,
Because a bag of holding goes to like in between the planes, right? Where there's no oxygen.
right, but I mean, 2 feet. Maybe a small child I think would fit, or even a small.
Well, I mean, I'm not even 2 feet wide.
You're not 2 feet wide.
No, I'm not. I am roughly 20, 22 inches wide.
I feel like my shoulders would be 2 feet.
Yeah, I feel like my shoulders
Yeah.
are like 2.5.
Mine aren't. I'm little.
Well, then behavior will put you in the bag of holding.
It's exactly right. Yes, sir.
Okay. Crom is back, so I'm gonna tell you. So, and I have notes for all of this.
Sure, bud.
And but I haven't put them on Foundry. So if you want to use what I'm gonna give you, uh, just give me like we can either do it like we can. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you want to use like the items I'm giving you, you're gonna have to keep track of them yourselves for now. and then I'll figure out how to set them all up on Foundry to get them to work.
Sure, man. I'm
Uh,
typing it all into group loot right now.
awesome. Okay, so when you cast Identify on the cloak, uh, this is a cloak of spells, and what it does is it allows you in that breathing creatures inside the bag can survive up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided the number of creatures. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I love that. Like we all like are. So if you put one person there, they
They
can
got
survive for 10 minutes.
10
That's
minutes.
funny.
Yep.
I love it.
Hey, that makes for a quick get
You
the
know I'm
fuck
always
out of
looking
here.
for a way to murder something, right? So,
I feel like all of my big bad guys are gonna just be like 2 feet and like 25 inches wide from now on, just in case.
there you go. We can put a halfling, an elf, most humans.
Oh, that's really funny. Um, okay, so the cloak is a cloak of spells, and what it does is it requires attunement, and it allows you to store spell slots into the cloak of up to. Uh, second, I need to. Uh, up to so you can put into this like it has 3 charges. It has 3 charges, but charges I mean like placeholders. So you can
Okay.
fill all 3 charges with 3 level 1 spells. You could do a level 2 and a level 1, or you could do one level 3.
Okay.
Now,
Mm.
this the cloak itself doesn't lose its charges. Like if you charge it right now, for example, like and we're gonna talk about like the downsides of it in a second. But if you charge it right now and you don't use that spell until like a year from now, that spell slot is still there and you can still use it.
Okay.
However, when you do charge it, you do consume the spell, like the slot. So if you're like, I'm gonna put a first level spell slot in this cloak right now, you lose that spell slot and it goes to your cloak. However, when you take a long break, you regain your spell slot and now you have that spell slot there.
Okay, so that sounds like if I have an extra spell slot left over before a long rest, I should go ahead and use it on the cloak real
Right.
quick.
Yep.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, I'm
Or
not trying to. I'm sorry. You go first, brother.
well, let me finish all of them and then we can discuss who gets what.
Sure, I'll shut up.
No, you're good. Okay. The two-handed sword, like the two-handed great sword, it is what's called a two-handed sword of great sword of time,
Oh
and it
God.
has 1 charge. And what it allows you to do is you can use that charge to basically roll a die, a d20, and then you can. It's basically kind of like the divination wizard, where you can replace your die, like your rolls or an enemy roll, with that die at any time. So, for example, you roll at the beginning of the day and you roll a 20, and later down the road you roll a 5 on something, you can interchange that 5 with your 20. And then you can do that for enemies too. So let's say you roll a 5 and then they roll a 17, you can change their 17 for a 5. You
Oh,
can
so
do it
it's kind of like the lucky feat.
Pretty much. Yeah.
kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay,
So it's the
I
sword
love
of
that.
the great sword of time is what it's called. That's its feature. You can do it that once and then it recharges. You cannot stack it multiple times, but it recharges at the beginning of the day every day. So at dawn, but you can't
Okay.
stack multiple dice onto it, and it does require attunement as well.
Okay, and attunement is just an hour, right?
Yes, attunement is an hour, and you can only have 3 attuned items on your person at once.
Okay, awesome. Um,
And
that's
the
something.
last one is the halberd,
Okay.
and this is a halberd of frost. So when you hit a creature with this weapon, you deal an extra 1d6 frost damage and reduce your like the creature you hit their movement by 10.
That would be ice damage or code damage.
Yes, eyes for cold damage.
And decrease movement by 10. Is that just for a single turn?
Yes, it's kind of like when you do a frost hand. I think is what,
Oh
or
yeah.
like frost hand does the same thing. So it's the same thing. So you deal your regular damage. You deal a 1d6 extra, and they decrease their speed by 10.
Okay, that's super. Well, I'm glad. Okay, so this Eldritch Knight thing has kind of paid off having this identify spell.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping for.
Did you come up with these, or are these like actual items?
I know. I came up with them.
Well, that's because you're awesome, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, we'll see if they're a little overpowered or not. We'll figure it out at some point. But y'all did so amazing in this battle. Like I've been looking about these spells. Like I've been trying to figure out these spells and what to get y'all for like a week, basically.
Okay,
So
so I'm not trying to pine or anything, my brother. First off, thank you, right? None of these are like, plus to attack or damage or anything, though, correct?
they are not. No.
Okay, outstanding. Okay.
So the halberd, would it be a 1d10 for damage with an additional 1d6 of code damage?
Yes. Yep. So it's a 1d10 plus 1d6 plus whatever your modifiers are, and then they lose 10 feet of movement for their next turn. And if you hit them again, they're just continuously losing 10 feet of movement. So, like basically, they're not continuously losing, like it stacks, but they're just not moving 20 feet. Like they're only moving on average 20 feet.
Sweet. Oh, I see you typing in there, man. Thank you. I'll quit typing. That's
Oh, no
awesome.
problem. Yep.
I hope I didn't mess up anything you were doing.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
But yeah, those are the weapons. The weapons and the cloak. Y'all get to give these to each other. However, like to if somebody wants to take all three and everybody's okay with it, go for it. If y'all want to divvy the map, that's up to y'all. But that's kind of how
Well,
how
I
we
want to
are.
be fair to you guys. I've been given a bag of holding and a pearl ring so far. Um, so I want this to be fair when we hand this out. I want you guys to feel like y'all are getting equity.
About the only
Well, yeah.
item that I would be beneficial to me would be the halberd.
Okay. So are we all agreed that he gets the halberd?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that. And honestly, I think you taking the cloak makes a lot of sense because you could store spell slots.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I guess since the two-handed sword is left, and I don't have anything yet, I'll go ahead and take that.
Yep.
If y'all are good with it.
Yep.
So would you prefer that two-handed sword, or would you prefer like all the money that we've gotten so far? And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to take charge. I'm just throwing it out there.
I would prefer the sword.
Outstanding. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'd say that any coin that we find, we just split it, equally among the party.
You know what? That's smart.
Because I mean, we all have our individual needs. Because spellcasters are going to need to get components and things like that. So if we just split it equally,
Got you.
and we can
Um,
we can divvy that up at any time. It doesn't have to be anytime soon.
Oh yeah.
So I created a journal entry for my loot, and I moved the halberd of frost into it.
yeah, and like I said, I will add all of the weapons and all of the things, to the game, to your character. Um,
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
just didn't know. I was gonna say, like, I just honestly didn't know how combat was gonna go. So,
Oh,
like,
I completely
I was
understand.
Well, it went
like, I
better than
was
I expected. So hey, we didn't
man,
all die.
yeah, like I was rooting for y'all so badly, but I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a tough one. But I just that's kind of where we are. Okay, so where to next, guys?
So did a short rest. I rolled a d20 for a little extra health, so I'm doing pretty good.
Were they able
Um,
to attune to those weapons during the short rest, or should we spend a little bit more time doing the attuning?
so we would have to
And
spend a little bit more time because you were casting identify through the hour they were resting.
okay, so is that something y'all want to do, or would y'all prefer to wait on that?
I don't want to wait. I'd say we just go ahead and go because, I mean, honestly, speaking out of game, the items that we got aren't really going to be that beneficial
That's
going
true.
forward.
Yeah, I think we do it the next long rest we have,
Yep,
which
yep, yep.
we've taken 2 short rests, and I don't know if you like how exhaustion works or whatever. But like we're gonna
Mhm.
have to take a long rest sooner probably rather than
Yeah,
later.
That's
yeah.
true.
Because
Interesting enough question. How many short rests can you take before a long rest?
I
Um
think
Is that a
go
thing?
ahead.
yeah, I actually haven't found anything like that, but I am also not an expert by any means, so
I don't have an expert. Like I don't know necessarily on it. I figure, um, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 during the day, but I don't think there's a rule for it.
Yeah, I think you can just use up all your hit dice or something. Let's see. Yeah, cool. So we could just, yeah, we could take as many as we needed to as long as we run out. Yeah, cool. Well, that's awesome. Rock on. Well, I'm ready to move forward if you guys are. That's super.
yep, I am out of hit dice, but I am ready to move forward. And I am just over half HP, right where we started today, actually.
Sweet. Yeah, Gray's at 15, so he's a-okay.
So,
Um,
Acer, are you okay with me erasing the two-handed greatsword of time out of the group loot?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll erase it out of there. That way you have it for yourself.
Okay.
Super.
Can you, before you erase it, let me copy it, unless you've already done so.
Oh man, I did, but I can tell you what it does. You can roll a d20 at any time
Hold on,
to
hold on.
replace any roll of yours or someone else's.
Okay.
You get one charge total, and it recharges at dawn each day with a maximum of one total charge inside of the weapon at one time.
and I yeah, that's fine. Perfectly fine.
You know what I didn't do identify
With that,
on that ritual blade dagger.
yeah.
so when was the last time we had a long rest?
Oh man, like 3 sessions ago.
So I mean, in game hour wise,
Um, I believe it was before we got to the camp. Uh, like we did all the trekking to the camp. We got to the camp. We had a pretty chill time there. We stayed at Wake overnight, and then we came to the cave right after. But we did have to wait a little bit right before coming to the cave because they were moving stuff backwards and forwards.
so would you say that's 24 hours since the last long
Uh,
rest?
it's probably been over 24 hours. If not, it's getting close to it.
So those are the most common things that cause exhaustion.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. Look at that. Not eating and drinking enough, exposure to some here, some cold traveling for longer than 8 hours in the vehicle.
Then you have
Oh,
different levels of exhaustion.
cool.
Gosh, that must be why I feel so tired every day because I've hit at least 3 of those.
It's really funny.
Not
uh,
eating or drinking enough, and exposure to heat and extreme cold. I work in a public school, so there it is.
that's Louisiana. That's Louisiana and Texas for you. That's any day you walk outside.
There it is, bro.
Hey, really quick, Matthias, for the sword, if I store a roll that day and then don't unleash that stored roll, does that, like, when the charge resets, does that reset the roll as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess I should say that for that one, um, that particular role, like I want to be specific about it, right? Like you would store like it'll take like 5 minutes for you to store that role. So like it's not like in combat you're like I'm gonna store a roll right now in combat, and then you're gonna be like using the roll like two rounds later. Uh, Now
Oh,
we
so
can
this
have
isn't
like
like an immediate use thing.
right. But
Oh,
but you do get it for the day. So like we can have like a standing agreement that every morning at whenever you wake up, you spend 5 minutes getting your roll. I'm fine with that. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
that's fucking cool.
So, like, just so that we both know, like, because I don't want you to be keeping track of it. Where it's like, oh my god, did I roll today? Did I not roll today? We can just say you always roll it in the mornings, unless for whatever reason the sword is not in your hands or you're, you know, incapacitated in some way, shape, or form. But it does take like a couple of minutes for you to like get that energy going.
It happens with age, brother. It happens to the best of us.
Thanks.
It takes a few minutes to get everything going.
So, like that, is that a
Mhm.
good description?
You may roll a d20 and store it with the sword. At any time, you may praise one of your rolls or force an enemy to re-roll one roll they make with a d20 and use the store roll instead. Imbuing the sword with a roll takes 5 minutes. The sword regains that charge. Yes, and they don't. When you do it to the enemy, they're not re-rolling. They're just using whatever you rolled.
Oh, well, yeah. Replace is what I meant to say then.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Do you gentlemen have another 10 minutes for me to do identify one more time? Or do we need to kind of get our butts moving?
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That ritual dagger, bro. Can I cast identify on that, man?
Yes. Um, it doesn't have anything special to it.
Okay, you got it, man. Just a dagger. That looks awesome.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah.
I'll take it, buddy.
And that was the reason why I was saying if y'all want to roll just Arcana checks instead of like doing the full on identify for 10 minutes, I'm totally okay with y'all just rolling Arcanas, and then I could tell you like, hey, it feels magical, you just don't know more about it.
I
If
hear
if
you.
that's something that we want to do in the future.
Okay, man. I think I was
Today,
afraid of them. I'm sorry, bud.
no, go ahead.
I was afraid of them failing the Arcana check, and I was trying out the metagame, and
Hmm.
that way we could guarantee we knew what they did instead of fucking up and passing over a magical item.
Absolutely. Well, and the good thing about that is since we were going to take a break, like a long rest anyways, makes perfect sense.
Oh, okay, got you, brother.
Yeah, I'm saying, like if you're not taking a short rest or a long rest at some point, like that's one of the things we can quickly do.
Sweet, I
But
appreciate
it,
that,
but
man.
again, it does give you the disability where like, oh, we may, you know, lose this.
Okay, fair. I guess we can always save
Um,
it for later if we fail the check or something.
right.
Yeah.
I think y'all can move from that room into the alcove where y'all fought everybody without me having to do anything special.
Yep.
Sweet. And I moved the bodies for everybody because I'm assuming y'all hit the bodies, so I just moved them.
Oh
We
Yes.
did.
yeah, smart decision. Outstanding.
I was like, I will give
Well,
you
well,
all that.
well, yes,
Uh,
of course we did.
Yeah,
right,
hundred
of
percent.
course. Uh, Also, if my help is more of a hindrance to y'all's fun, please let me know, and I will stop. I'll stop rooting for y'all as my players.
No, that was an outstanding move, sir.
Okay, so you are back into this room with the altar and the fire and all these things. What do y'all do?
Man, I guess we got to investigate this altar, huh, guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
They wouldn't color it on a
Okay.
map if it wasn't important.
Okay, so here's
Hey,
is something silly, right? Do you
mhm.
think that it would be stupid, guys, to cast Identify and put my hand on this dragon statue?
Um,
I don't know.
I well, this I think we can do an Arcana check, like because all of us could do it really quick, and we could see if we think this is magic of some sort.
Okay, I like it. What you think about that, Matthias?
you you could cast Identify on this thing.
Okay, do y'all want to try the Arcana check first, like he was suggesting?
I think that's the best idea, but if no one else wants to, then let's not do it.
No, I love this idea.
That's fine.
Sweet. Is everybody doing? I know, Crom, you did investigation. Are you also doing Arcana?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I rolled poop.
Okay, so I'll do investigation for Gray, and then I'll do an Arcana one also. If y'all want to do investigation also,
Oh,
like
that
that's
sounds
okay too, by the
outstanding.
way.
Thank you.
If y'all want to do both.
Of course.
Oh, yes, my investigation was much better than my Arcana.
Okay. Let me look at all the rolls, just like a quick glance. Okay. All right. Um, so here's what y'all do find in this room. With your Arcana checks that everybody did, more specifically Gray and Crom. Um, because of the character that Gray is, he doesn't feel anything special. He just knows it's somewhat magical. From you feel off of this statue, you do feel like some energy pouring out of it, um, and it feels it feels familiar to you in the sense of it has some kind of primordial energy to it. Like it's a feel of like primordial energy, but there's more to it than that, not just primordial energy.
Gotcha.
So there's like primordial mixed with other things in there. As far as investigation goes, Acer and Bumpy, y'all don't find any hidden levers. You don't find anything else, uh, any crazy stuff like that. But what you do see is that this particular altar, it's you come up to this, to the main the main part of the altar, and then there's a hole that goes about 10 feet deep, and out of the 10 feet deep, there is what looks like, from where you are, the neck, one single neck, and five heads coming out of it, and the heads stretch over those 10 feet and come up, and each head is a different color of the chromatic dragons, but they're all coming from one body.
I bet
Good
this would
lord,
make a
man.
sick miniature.
So, I have these two tomes of dragon. I'm sorry, that sounded extremely stupid. I found two dragon bestiaries, two big old thick books. Is it possible I can flip through those pages real quick and just see if I see this in that book?
Yeah, you can do it. It takes you. God, how fast? I'm not even gonna make you roll for it unless you absolutely want to do that. But your
Like I'm not going to
intelligence
do
is
like an exhaustive study. I'm just going to, flip through and see if a picture comes up, like you would in a
so.
book in a library.
Yeah, I think with a 17 with your intelligence, you don't even have to roll for this.
Oh,
You
thank
just
you.
kind of like flip through it. You don't see this statue in any way, shape, or form, but you do see like the individual dragons, and they have them like in a like at the very back of the book, right? Like as you're flipping through it, like you see notes scribbled all over it that Frulam herself had scribbled, and at the very back of the book, you kind of see like a list of the dragons, right? And it starts with, it goes like white, green, black. White, green, blue, black, red, and then at the very bottom there's like just like an underline. like something else. Like something else should be there, but it's not.
Got you. So maybe this is it. So clues, clues.
Clues.
In that investigation check, did we find any sort of like silver medallion that would identify somebody as being part of like the state military?
What state military?
Um, of a mistress, I think.
No. No, you don't find that from like you don't find a. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what you meant, but like you did not find that in the bodies or on this particular altar.
I'm just wondering if someone's dad like really needed to re-up their state certification and like. Sorry, I'm done. I'll just be over here.
Well done, sir. Well done.
My next question is, if one of these dragons wants to become a teacher, do the other four have to become a teacher at the same time?
Absolutely not.
Um, they
You
probably
never
would just
want
have to
two
be in
teachers
the.
that close to each other.
They would probably have to be in the vicinity. Like they could do, like two different classrooms at one go with a body in the middle.
Could you
But
imagine how much complaining there would be if there was more than one teacher on one body?
uh,
Oh, do you not know of that sister person? I don't know what they call them.
Really?
I'm
They're
sorry.
teachers?
I believe so. Yeah, they're two
Oh,
heads and they
God. I hope they
share
teach an
one
elective,
body.
bro. I hope they teach an elective.
I think they only get paid one person's salary though.
Yeah, that's right, because they can't be in two different classrooms.
This five head on one body thing is very intriguing to me.
Yeah,
well,
this is
that's
freaking wild
all.
to me, man.
Yeah, this is all you find in this particular place.
I'll
It,
say
it feels familiar, but I can't quite place it.
I'll say out loud that this has got to be something, like a metaphor, and they're just making a big conglomeration, like a big group to rule, and maybe that's what this Queen of the Dragons is just, like the overarching governing body, so to speak, that they're trying to initiate. Because five heads on one body would be insane. That's not something that's in reality of Faerun, right?
Yeah, I mean, surely this is some type of, you know, I mean, maybe they're worshiping them and, this is their little amalgamation or
Or,
something.
yeah, an altar.
Yeah, something like that. That makes sense that it would be that.
Gray will pull out his notebook and like kind of like sketch out a drawing of this. It's very crude and not perfect, but it's there
Got you, got you.
because
I'm gonna,
you don't have an iPhone to take a picture of it.
yeah.
Well, since we did learn that it was magical in nature, right?
Yeah, do y'all want me to cast Identify on it, or do you want me to leave it alone?
I think it probably is in our best interest to do that.
All right.
Like, I think it's worth the time, but I could be mistaken.
Okay. Do you have a input, Chrome?
No, I defer to you guys.
Cool. I'll cast it then. I'll ritual cast that fucker.
Okay. So the 10 minutes pass, and as you hold your hand and everything, you begin to feel that energy that Chrome kind of told you about, that it was like primordial, and there was more to it. And what you realize is that there is no particular name to this. Like there's nothing. It's not an item to use, but there is a connection, kind of like something can see you through it. So there's no way to communicate to this something or whatever, but like you can tell just the way that it's laid out, and as you identified what this like huge altar is, it's kind of like an open is the wrong word, but it's like it's definitely a way for like some sort of method where you can be seen without communication.
Okay, could I? Would it be fair to say it's similar to a scrying spell, or like the way that a mage could see through a familiar?
Yes.
Okay, I'll explain that to my companions.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure. I think that something is watching us through this statue. That there is something intelligent somewhere that can see us through this thing.
Should we destroy the statue then?
Destroying something magical can unleash great energies. I'm not sure that that's such a good idea, but I'm open to suggestion. Maybe we could destroy it from a distance somehow.
I don't have any way of doing a distance.
Yeah, neither do I.
The next question, I guess, is they can see us, and do you think hear us? I don't know. And if see
Matthias,
us,
do you think that that's something I would have gleaned, or like it does say that I can know which if it was a spell that was cast on it, I can know which spell it was cast. But this might be like some innate like godly energy or something.
Yeah, you can't really necessarily tell
Okay.
uh, that, but like you can absolutely like you can gleam that you can be seen, but you don't know if they can hear you.
Okay. I don't know if it can hear me, guys, but I'm pretty sure it can see us. So something knows we're here.
well,
So
it's kind of too late for us to do anything about that now.
yeah, maybe we should skedaddle real quick because they might be sending reinforcements. That's the
Uh,
only thing that's
Yeah.
going through my head right now.
okay, I am so I have to give this to y'all just because like I don't want y'all to like get the wrong idea since y'all said that. Completely unrelated to what y'all just talked about, okay? Completely unrelated to it. You do hear like some hissing and heavy footfalls coming from this general area. Unrelated to what you just said though. I want
Oh,
to make sure
okay,
that
cool. Well, I'm gonna try to hide in whatever shadows I can hide in, bro. Like, am I
okay.
moving too far?
No.
Okay.
What's everybody else doing?
Yeah, I guess doing the same.
And I guess I'll have my crossbow out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a um stealth. There we
Okie doke.
go.
Really quick, are
Yeah.
these
If it,
brazier things, are they like big enough to hide behind? Like if I was over here, for example?
yeah, you can hide behind them. Yep.
Okay.
Gray's going under the table. That's where Gray's going. Crumb, what about you?
Well, everything's pretty much out of my way or out of distance for me to get to. So,
You do get like you do have time to move. Like you do like you will have like one full round to like go somewhere if you would like. Like if you want to move like 60 feet, you absolutely can. How about that? Uh, and I'm giving y'all the free roll of stealth.
I'll find up here.
Righty. Sweet. Okay. Feel that. Are you? Do you also want to hide, Crumb?
Um, what do I need to stealth?
Yes.
That'd be a big negative.
Okay. So here's what you hear. Coming down the hallway, you just hear like thunk. And as
Hey,
you're moving and move, go ahead.
really quick, before we go too far, the scale
Mm-hmm.
mail and chainmail that we found
Mm-hmm.
from Landragosa and the other one,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you mentioned that they were purple. Is that right? Like they're big, ornate purple. Like there's some delineation in their armor, right? That
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should
they're
take note
purple.
of.
Yes, they are absolutely fully purple, like with golden sashes and everything. But their armors were purple.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep, you're okay. I actually realized I pulled out the wrong people, so I'm switching them out anyways. so, so you see, in um, Gray, Bumpy, uh, and Acer, y'all recognize these as the ambush strikes that y'all fought on Green Nest,
Okay.
and they're just kind of moving like plop and moving across, and then once they get to kind of like here in the middle, um, they start splitting up a little bit. So like this one goes this way a little bit, and this one comes this, and they don't seem to have noticed anybody at this point. Is there anything that y'all would like to do?
I'm gonna try to make eye contact with Gray. I'm not gonna
Okay.
make any noise, but I'm gonna motion towards them, and I'm trying to get. I'm trying to motion towards him to see what he wants to do, because I don't want to put him in danger.
Uh, so Gray will make eye contact with you, and then he'll say, like, kind of like motion for them, like as they're coming closer, I'll try to shoot him.
Okay,
That's
cool.
his plan.
Well, then I'll
Uh,
hold any action until I see him fire, and then I'll fire.
okay. Crom, what about you? Is there anything you want to do? They have not seen you.
Hmm.
Now, however, where you are, by the way, like there is like kind of like smoke and stuff, like kind of like the way the show shows, like the picture shows it, like there's little smoke and everything,
Gotcha.
but they don't seem to have seen you at all.
Good. Um.
And y'all don't have to choose to do anything. Like if y'all just want to wait and see what happens, that's totally okay. I'm just trying to give y'all options as we kind of go through it.
There's just two of them that we see.
Just two of them.
Did we hear any other movement coming down from where they came from?
Mm-mm.
I think I'll
No,
just
no.
I'll wait.
Okay. Acer. So I know what Bumpy and Gray are doing. I know what Crom are doing. What about you, Acer?
Have I seen what Gray and Bumpy were doing, or am I too far to make out?
You probably would have seen Bumpy's reaction, but not Gray's ideas because he's under the table.
Okay, then I
So
will
you would have
wait.
seen Bumpy kind of like making eye contact and being like, like, what are we doing? But you wouldn't see what's happening after that.
Okay, yeah, I'll wait because then I know that there's something happening, but I don't know what exactly it is. So
Okay.
maybe Bumpy's planning on roping both these things and riding them off into battle. I don't want to take that from him.
You know what? I appreciate you looking out for me in that way.
Well, you dwarves have some weird ideas, so
I'm gonna have to
So you
agree.
see them move into the room, and they kind of like split up even more. And the one like in the map farther to the right is moving towards the steps as if he's gonna go into that back room, kind of like following a path that it's followed his entire life. Uh, the one on the left, the one closest to Bumpy and Gray, kind of like makes his way there and starts sniffing and like starts moving the dirt where and man and steps like over onto the blood and it's just smelling. And it starts looking up and starts smelling again. Uh, it is at this point that they are within range from Gray. I
Okay.
think Gray is going to shoot.
And when Gray fires, I'm gonna fire as well, man.
Go for it.
Right. Regular attack, correct?
Regular attack. You have advantage because they haven't seen you.
Okay, sweet.
would we all have that? Like,
They have not seen you.
would I see Gray looking like he's about to fire?
No, he's under the table, so you wouldn't see it.
Damn it. Okay.
Now you would see Bumpy get ready, if that's a thing. Like yeah, you
Okay.
would see
Well
that.
then, yeah, I would get ready to do something as well.
Okay. Uh, Bumpy, you do hit, so go ahead and roll damage for me.
Outstanding.
Gray also hit out of 21.
Could I Eldritch Blast?
Cool. Hold on. Are you Eldritch blasting the same one they hit?
I don't know which ones they're hitting. I'm going for the far right one.
Cool. Sounds great. Go ahead and roll my damage too. And I'm gonna sneak attack too.
I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yes, it does hit. Man, that sneak attack is not very sneaky and not doing the damage I want it to do. Okay. I'm about to just apply damage to everybody. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Bumpy. This one. Okay, so 9 damage and damage and damage. All right. So, Crom, you're sitting here as like the this kind of like smoke is kind of like just moving through you and everything, and then suddenly like the smoke parts a little bit, and what you get to see is Acer's purple blast like kind of like focuses on his hand, and he releases it, and it shoots the farthest ambush drake from you, and it hits him like square on his hindquarters on the back, and you hear him roar like right in kind of anger. um, Meanwhile, Gray and Bumpy both shoot their crossbows, their hand crossbow and the big crossbow. And as you shoot, um, your crossbow, Bumpy, goes straight into its eye, and it lodges like there. So it's not, it didn't quite make it to the brain, but like its eyes popped out, like it's popped and like oozing. Meanwhile, as it was roaring, it got shot into the neck by Gray's other bolt, and it's just rearing in pain, like blood's coming out of it, but it's not dead. I'm gonna go ahead and roll initiative, and then we'll go from there. However, Crumb, you still have not been found, so whenever your turn comes around, you do get advantage on your attack,
Okay.
unless you do something like scream and come attacking.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be going next week sometime. Hee Oh, along with Grom.
Nice. Acer, it is your turn. Go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it again.
Go for it. Oh,
Oh,
dang!
nice.
Natural 20!
Nice.
I did it.
Dang! That was awesome! Yeah, so you blast him, you gather your energy, and you shoot, and he's just turned, kind of looking at you, and just hit him. You hit him like square into the chest, and it hits him like in the side, and he kind of like roars in pain and starts limping. Like you hit him, and it reverberated like into his. You can assume he has a couple of broken ribs.
Okay, and then I'll move there, and then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. So Gray is going to. He has better luck attacking, so he's just going to move forward and use his short swords, because that's really where I've been shining lately. So I'm just going to do that. I say that as I roll a freaking like 4. Do it again. Do it again. Okay. Sweet God. I rolled a 20 this time. I'm revealing it to everybody, so y'all see that I'm not BSing here.
Nice.
And I know it says an 8, but it's really 5 because it's my offhand. So the ambush drake is dead. So it only has 3 hit points anyhow. All right. What's that? Dead. All right. Ambush drake number 1. It moves. Oh, no, that one. Other one. Ambush drake moves trying to snap you, and it's kind of like steps. Like you see it falter a little bit. Like your head really looks like it broke a couple of ribs. And it just kind of like tries and swipe at you. Uh,
Ambush and the ambush tricks.
mm-hmm. Man, rolled a 16.
That matches.
Okay. And deals 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And with that, I'm dead. That one, and then Crom, it is your turn.
Well, I already killed the one closest to me. I'll move towards the one that's alive, but yeah.
You can throw a hand axe, by the way. You have 2 of them if you want to like chunk them. At 20 feet, you don't get disadvantage. So if you get to that square that I just highlighted, you can throw one or both of your hand axes.
Interesting.
It does use your dexterity to throw something. I'm gonna let it be your strength though, because I don't
I
know.
think
So
when
I'm
it
just
has,
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think when it has the throne property, you get to choose whichever's most advantageous for you.
Sweet. So you get to choose strength or dex. So
That ain't gonna hit anyway.
that does not hit. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can chunk the other one. Let's do it. That second one does hit, and it'll be a 1d6. Uh, Sweet. Thank you.
For thrown, it uses the weapon. So, like, if you make a melee attack with it and it uses strength, then you use strength, like a hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
But if you throw a dagger, since it's finesse, you can do strength or dex.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
So it says,
I
for example, if it's a hand axe, it's strength. Yeah, but if it's a dagger, you can use either. Yeah.
I
Thank
appreciate
you for
y'all
that, bro.
keeping me honest with this. Because
Rules lawyers. Yay!
hey, I appreciate the hell out of all of this because I don't have time to like keep up with all of it and all the time. I probably should reread the
It's
rules
so fucking
anyways.
complicated, right?
But
Yeah, there's a
I'm just
lot of
trying.
rules.
Well, that's the reason why I make a decision and I just move on. I'm like, okay, this is the decision for right now. Let's go. Bumpy, it's your turn.
All right. Crossbow.
All right.
Alrighty. There it goes. I'm
That
pretty sure that
hits.
hits.
Absolutely.
Outstanding. Perfect. I love it.
Oh man. So this thing kind of like took a swipe at Acer, and as he was getting the swipe, um, Brom runs and throws 2 axes, and one goes wide and clinks on the ground, and the other one like hits kind of like into the neck, and as he turns around and goes, you shoot it straight into its mouth, and it dies.
That's
So
awesome.
that
I'm
was
gonna try
it.
to
Yeah,
recover
like
those
that's
bolts if possible.
yeah. You get them both back. I'm gonna assume you want your hand axes back, Crom.
But of course,
Awesome. But yeah, so they're dead. Um, where to next?
I'll say we keep going. If looking at the map, north, south, east, west, we move east.
Yep, I think that's also the best for now.
Cool.
Sounds great. Gray is gonna go ahead and turn on his lantern, and make it. So into that room, everybody's. Let me see what Wesley can see. Okay, yeah, into that room, like you see that there is no light and everything is very, very dark.
Okay. Is there anyone that doesn't have dark vision?
I think just gray.
Gray, you need a torch or
Yeah.
anything in there, dude?
He has a hooded lantern.
Okay, sweet.
So he's gonna turn it up. Like he's gonna say, "You can go forward and tell me if you see anything, and then I'll go ahead and come in and shine the light so that so I'm not like the first thing they see, basically."
Gotcha. I'll pull my shield up and start moving in, just really
Okay,
slowly.
Yeah, same here.
Actually, it may I try to make a stealth check? Would that be okay?
absolutely.
Might as well try, right?
Oh yeah, always.
Well, whoever moved over on top of me, I
Oh,
can't move myself.
yeah, I'm loud,
Oh,
loud AF.
Thank you.
okay. I was like, I can always move. I can always move.
So yeah,
Okay.
it looks like there's like a divot down and some rocks and like a stair of some sort.
Yeah, looks like
Yeah,
stairs. Yeah,
foggy down
And
here.
Gray whispers, "Do y'all see anything?"
not yet.
Not yet.
Right. Come in with a slide, or just turn it down. It goes up to 30 to 60. That's how far this thing goes. But I can turn it down and put it over so that it's only 5 feet.
Okay.
Uh,
May I investigate this area for secret doors or traps?
Sweet. Gray's gonna catch up. Hold on. Let Gray catch up a little bit. Yes. So from where you are, like, are you doing like a general perception to see if you can see something, or are
I'm
you
straight up
specifically
investigating.
looking at like the chairs? Oh, sorry, the stairs.
So, when I do an investigation check, how big of an area am I allowed to check?
I think it just depends on what specifically you're looking for. I
Looking
think
for
if you're
secret
trying to
doors and
check an
traps, buddy.
entire, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, looking for secret doors and traps, buddy.
Um, but it's like along the way through like the entirety of the walls. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Well, I'm not sure how big of an area I can check in what amount of time. Like, I wanted to be sure that I understood the house rules before I proceed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a
Uh,
perception check.
I think I would say maybe like a like a 3 by 3 square would be acceptable with one check. If that
Okay,
makes sense.
cool. Yeah. Well then, let's see. Up by. Oh heck, I think that might
And
be
we can make
Acer.
it, like, we can make it like 2 by 4 maybe. Like if you want, like keep it within that like 9 squares kind of situation.
Okay, man, I got you. That sounds great. I guess yeah, that I'll check this stair area then without stepping on the stairs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation. Crom, I did hear you, so you do a perception. So with that roll, you see a couple of things. Give me 1 second to pull up. Have to pull up a scene so that y'all get to see it.
And before going
Uh,
too far, I do have questions as well, but I want you to finish what you're doing first.
oh, I always make the mistake. I click activate. I'm so sorry. Oh,
Everyone,
it's okay.
close your eyes, quick.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I always click activate because I make the stupid mistake of saying I want to put it, yeah. Well, we're back. Uh, okay. Chrome, give me 1 second because your check is going to be the one that changes the scene. Um, and so then what are your questions, Acer?
The this looks like a table of some sort that I'm by. Is that
Mhm.
accurate to the scene, or is this just something to be ignored?
Yeah, no, it's a table that has like a couple of chains and things. It doesn't seem like there's even like a couple of bones and different things in here. That you can see. They're like chewed out and empty to the bottom. They're clean bones in the sense of like there's no meat on them. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, but there doesn't
Um,
look to be anything else of like interest on that area. Just they're
correct,
just bones. Okay,
correct.
I think I'm good then.
Bumpy. Okay, Bumpy. On your case, you investigated to the best of your knowledge. There are no traps on these on this steps, and now after all of that, I can actually change the scene and my grade is over. Oh gosh darn it! I picked the wrong one. I'm so stupid. One day I'll figure it out. Okay, Merlin engine. Oh, thanks. I know. Okay. I think I need to bring your people here before y'all can see what it is. Right? You can't see anything.
Correct.
That's correct.
So I need to figure out how that changes. We're gonna do that right this second. No, not right this second. No token vision. No photo expiration. Can y'all see it now?
Yeah.
I see a gigantic egg-looking thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so this is where we're gonna end tonight because it's 9 p.m. and I want to make sure that we're all good. However, as you look around and you look at the bottom of these steps and stairs, you see two massive egg-looking things that are being warmed up and kept hidden here. And you can all recognize these as dragon eggs.
Oh, nice. When you
And
say
there's two of
massive,
them.
like how massive?
Massive as if I'm not mistaken, they weigh like above table, right? Like above table, just to give you like an idea, I believe they weigh 150 pounds. So they're about like I
They
think
weigh as much
you are very
as a dwarf.
Yeah, so I could carry one underneath each arm. Let's go.
awesome. But yeah, they're so for in your case because I think you're like on the taller side of things. They're probably shoulder height for you, maybe a little bit more, like
Gotcha.
in that situation. But they're bigger than Bumpy, for example.
Gotcha.
And y'all can clearly very safely assume that they are dragon eggs.
Awesome. And there's two of them, you said, bro?
There are two of them in this room that you can
Sweet.
see.
Man, that's awesome.
Okay, and with that, we're gonna finish the scene here at the dragons.
Man, that's so cool.
Really quick, do you guys remember when the town was being attacked, or when we were hunting down the camp and we were like, "Man, it sure would be cool to have two dragons of our own come and take care of this."
I do remember thinking that specifically.
And like, they're gonna be raised from an egg, and I was raised by a dragon guy, half dragon type dragonkin person. So like, I know a little bit. I could teach them their language. Acer will be the papa, and Bumpy will be the mama, and Crom will
Wow.
be the grumpy uncle.
Hey, I don't appreciate you making fun of the fact that Bumpy has breasts. He's just big boned.
I
Really
wasn't
funny.
looking.
Very
Yeah,
much
this next section is going to be real. Not to say these others haven't been, but this next section is definitely going to be interesting.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Of course, my first thought is dragon eggs. That brings lots
Yeah.
of money.
Oh,
right?
I was thinking scrambled or sunny side up.
Oh my god,
Oh Lord.
y'all are so funny.
Yeah,
Um,
that's freaking awesome. Yeah, this is gonna be really cool.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
okay, well, this is where this session ends. Uh, but as always, I am always open to, comments, concerns, questions that we may have.